All right, councillors, if I could just have your attention, please. Councillor Agan, if we can have your attention, please. So councillors and visitors are requested to turn off mobile phones or put them on silent. Councillors and council officers are reminded to disclose any declarations of financial interest and interests affecting impartiality. Audio recording and video recording of the meeting proceedings is prohibited unless prior approval has been granted. Officers will be live streaming to the CRC website as per local government regulations. All councillors are requested to activate their microphones when addressing the meeting to assist with recording. Official opening. On behalf of councillors, we would like to acknowledge the traditional custodians of this land, the Whadjuk people of the Noongar Nation, on which this meeting is taking place, and pay our respects to elders past, present and emerging. And I will declare the meeting open at 6:01 p.m. Apologies and leave of absence. We have two, Councillor Cutler and Councillor Lewis Hutton. Are there any others? No. I'd also like to welcome their alternatives, Councillor Michael LePage and Councillor Philip Vinchulo. Welcome. Disclosures of interest. We have received one disclosure of interest from Councillor Lagan for item 14.3, a financial interest. Are there any other disclosures of interest? No, thank you. Public statement question time. There is nil. Announcements by the chair without discussion. There is nil. Petitions. There are nil. Confirmation of minutes. That the council confirms and the chair signs the minutes of the ordinary meeting of council held 19th of June 2025 as a true and correct record of proceedings. Do I have a mover of that motion? Councillor Perkov, a seconder. Councillor Wallace. All those in favour, please raise your hand. And that is unanimous. Thank you very much. Item 8, business arising from the minutes. I have nil. Does anybody have any business arising from those minutes? No? Okay, thank you. We go to item number 9, the administration reports. Now, as per usual, we'll move those on bulk, but I've got 3 I need to pull out first, which is item 9.8, the CRC budget, financial year 2026, which needs an absolute majority. Item 9.11, and there's a alt-rec for the expression of interest process sale for stage 34 apartment site. And item 9.12, review of delegation of authority register, because that needs an absolute majority as well. Are there any other items people would like to pull out? Councillor Chester.
Yes, thank you. 9.1 and 9.6, thank you.
9.1 and 9.6, Councillor Chester. Any other items?
Yes,
Councillor Page.
Just 9.4. I just got a question. I do want to handle questions when we get up to it, or
yeah, we'll pull it out. We'll pull it out, and then we'll do that 9.4. And Councillor Lagan.
Handling the confidentials till later, or?
Yeah, we'll do the confidentials later. Yes, okay, when we get to that point. All right, we will start with 9.1. Do I have a mover of a motion, please? Councillor Chester, you're moving the office recommendation.
Yes, thank you.
Do we have a seconder? Councillor Perkov. Okay, Councillor Chester, you have some questions?
Yes, I do. I'm just curious what the regulatory licensing issue was with BGC. There was an ongoing delay in having those available, and I'm just wondering through the CEO, if you will, what that particular licensing issue would have been with limestone blocks.
Never get to see it.
Through the chair.
Is that working?
There we go. Through the chair. BGC relocated premises. BGC are the supplier of our limestone blocks, have been of the June block product since the project started. As part of the relocation, they had to seek a number of permits, town planning, environmental permits and the like. While they relocated their business, they were unable to start production in their new location without all their permits in place. That delayed provision of blocks for several months. That has now been resolved and they're in production.
All right. I do have a further question, and it relates to Western Power not being available to energise blocks to start building, and the delay has been 3 to 4 months. Have they given any reason? Is it lack of resources, lack of staff?
Through the chair, it's an industry-wide issue at the moment, and yes, it is a lack of staff who are available, the jointers and the people who do the energisation. We have, as indicated in the report, some stages that we received titles for in April and May, that some of those blocks settled in May, where people can't, individuals own it, there's no power on that block until December. Now, it has been a problem previously. I will say that on Tuesday this week, we had some positive news that the blocks that in stages 42 and 43 that were not due to be available till December with power should be on within a fortnight now. So they've managed to...
Yeah, the report indicates that some builders have had to use generators to start the build, and that can add to the cost of a building. How many of our builders have had to do that?
Through the Chair, I don't have the exact number on hand, but we have been offering a rebate in terms of generator hire rebates to a maximum value, and we have had a number of claims on that. Not all developers offer a generator rebate, but we've made it known to all the builders. Some are claiming, many are not.
All right, thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you through you, Chair, to the CEO. So the question around the Western Power issue, is that something that we as a council will proceed with taking further for compensation as well as the people who've purchased the lots?
Through the Chair, it's an industry-wide issue, so UDIA WA is taking up the issue. In terms of compensation, the individuals, when they sign the contract, there's a specific clause that notes that this is potentially an issue. So there's limited recourse for the individual buyer, and same for us. There's limited recourse for us. Our best avenue is to seek them to hurry up. And I will say that we think there's light at the end of the tunnel. So, for example, stage 33, which is 90 lots, we've only just got titles to that relatively recently, and energisation is imminent in the next few weeks. So there is what has been a long lag time. Western Power is acutely aware of the issue and is trying to get more resources to help fix it, but it's a big backlog they're working on.
Thank you, Chair. Any further questions? Okay, if there are no further questions, I will put item 9.1. All those in favour, please raise your hand. And that is unanimous. Thank you very much. Item 9.4. Do I have a mover of motion for item 9.4? Councillor LePage moving the office recommendation. Councillor Lagan seconding. Any questions?
Yeah, I just got a question just on page 24. It's got a gross settlement figure of 10.98 million. For 24 sales lots, an average of 261,000. That seems low. Is that just a typographical error?
Through the Chair, I suspect, and I would need to check this, but I suspect it's because we sold a lot of the very small product in green, and a lot of that settled. So some of that product sold for as little as $195,000 a lot for 168 square metre, 170 square metre blocks. So I suspect the particular lots that are settled in that period were the low value, low volume blocks.
Any further questions on item 9.4? If there's no further questions, I'll put that. All those in favour, please raise your hand. And that is unanimous. Thank you very much. Moving on to item 9.8, the CRC budget for the financial year 2020. Sorry. Oh, sorry, 9.6, yes, sorry, 9.6 also, that's next. Sales and settlement report period ending 30th of July 2024.
I withdrew that, so I'll move it, thank you.
Okay, and a seconder? Councillor Doshi, thank you very much. Questions?
Yes,
Councillor
please.
Chester? Yep.
Really just a comment. When you look at the stats, 1,703 lots settled since we started operation in 2011. That's a sales figure of 121 on average every year since then. And looking at page 29, the fact that in this financial year we've already settled on 178, that is really quite an exceptional year by anyone's standard. But when I look at table 6, I see that we currently only have 16 in stock. Is that correct, Mr. CEO? I take it what I'm suggesting is our next year is not going to be as good as the current one.
Through the Chair, we've currently got 28 available being marketed. We make sure we're in market all the time. So we try to make sure we always have blocks available in beach and green, but we also try to make sure that we don't have too many blocks available. So we have a number of blocks that are still available for release that we could release, but we drip feed them out rather than flooding the market.
But you wouldn't expect to have 178 sales this current year.
Through the chair, I think we'll smash 178.
Okay, very encouraging.
So we got 42 for the month of July, actual, and here on the 21st of August, we're at 17 already for this month, and the budget for the month was 16. So we've had 58 sales so far this financial year. We should have had 32. So we're
Thank you.
a fair way ahead.
Any further questions on item 9.6? If there are no questions, I'll put that item. All those in favour, please raise your hand. And that is unanimous. Thank you very much. Now we move to item 9.8, the CRC budget for the financial year ended 2026. This needs to be an absolute majority. I have a mover, Councillor Lagan, a seconder, Councillor Wallace. Anybody against? No. Questions? If there's no questions, I will put that. All those in favour, please raise your hand. That is carried. Thank you very much, unanimously. 9.11, the expression of interest process, sale of stage 34 apartment sites. That item was pulled out. I believe we have an alternative recommendation.
That's correct, Chair. I've got an alternate rec.
From Councillor Perkov.
Would you like me to read it out?
Yeah, if you could read that out, please, Councillor Perkov.
So this 9.11 expression of interest process, sale of stage 34 apartment sites. The alternate recommendation reads as follows, that Council 1 notes that the expression of interest process to sell proposed lots 2590 and 2591 in stage 34 did not attract any submissions. 2, notes that an unsolicited offer was received post the closure of the expression of interest to purchase lots. And 3, requests that the CEO undertakes further analysis of the costs and benefits of re-subdividing lots 2590 and 2591 sites versus a single land sale transaction prior to him making a decision on whether to proceed with the potential subdivision.
And Deputy Mayor Migdal, are you seconding that? Yeah, Deputy Mayor Migdal seconding it. Does anybody have any questions? Is anybody opposed?
Yep,
Councillor LePage.
I'd like to get the CEO's opinion on that. I know we talked about it briefly off record, but it's good to get
No problem,
something.
thank you.
Through the chair, the site in its current state is a difficult site to develop with the planning restriction around it, in that it's a 3-storey mandated site. Its valuation with that is relatively low on a per square metre basis. Subdividing it into 9 lots potentially generates a higher level of profit for the member councils and potentially allows some control over the built form of that. We need to investigate and interrogate those numbers further by doing more design work before committing to going down that path. Or alternatively, it may be more advantageous for the members to accept the unsolicited bid that was recently received.
Just through the chair, so your recommendation is support the alternative?
Through the chair, yes.
Any further questions? If there are no further questions, all those in favour of 9.11, raise your hand. And that is unanimous. Thank you very much. 9.12, the review of delegation of authority register. Do I have a mover of a motion for that? Councillor Page moving the office recommendation. Councillor Lagan is seconding. Anybody opposed? Anybody got any questions? If there's no questions, I'll put that straight to the vote. All those in favour, raise your hand. That is unanimous. Thank you very much. Now we move the rest of the items on block for item number 9. Do I have a mover of that to move on block? Councillor Vinciulo moving, Councillor Barry seconding. Anyone opposed? All those in favour, raise your hand. That is unanimous. Thank you very much. Item number 10, elected members' motions of which notice has been given, there is nil. Item 11, questions by members of which due notice has been given, there is nil. Urgent business approved by the chair, I'm pretty sure there's none. General business, there is none. And now we need to move in behind closed doors. So I want to seek a mover and a seconder for a motion to go behind closed doors. Councillor Vinciulo, Councillor Doshi seconding. All those in favour, please raise your hand. And that is unanimous. Thank you very much. We will go behind. And welcome back to our wonderful audience.
Just wait 1 second. Welcome back.
Welcome back to our audience. Hopefully you didn't leave us during that short break. And I will now close the meeting at 6:36 p.m. Thank you very much, everyone.